Hey guys, I just want to talk a little bit about depression. Uh, you know, this is the holiday times, and well, first of all, just let me say happy holidays to everybody listening, all my subscribers, everybody that look at my channel. Uh, I just want to say happy holidays to you, and no matter what you're going through, keep your head up, and everything gonna be all right. Just like, just like, just like in the past, you made it through everything else in life. All them problems you done had in your whole life, you've had, I've had, and just think, we've made it through all of that. So, what's to say that we ain't gonna make it through the rest of it? If we can make it through what we've been through, we can make it the rest of the way. I got a real close friend of mine about a year ago. He just got out of prison. Now, this was my road dog from high school. Me, him, and all my high school buddies, we was from Detroit, and we said when we got older and when we got out of school, we was going to go to California and make it rich. Because we thought it was gold in those hills. So, two of us made it out. The rest of them still back in the D. Some of them died. Some of them still here. Some of them good health. Some of them not in good health. Whatever the case may be. But me and him was the only ones that made it out. And we went to California. Did what we did. Made money, lost money. Just did our thing. Anyway, my buddy, back in the 80s when the crack game was big, he get caught up. He gets sentenced, and he was making millions. He get caught up. He tried to fight the case because he thought he could fight it, and they gave the boy 40 years. They gave him 40 years. So the boy went to prison went to prison on a 40-year bid. Long story short, during Obama's stint in office, he passed a law where a lot of those guys that got all that time was selling the drugs, as long as they hadn't been in any trouble, wasn't no violence attached to their cases, it was all just on drugs, and as long as they changed their life around and different things like that, anyway, they got out. So my partner got out of jail after doing about 30, somewhere in there. Long story short, he come out because while he was in prison, he communicated with his sister and helped her get a grant to start some group homes. So for the last 10 years, she's been running group homes, and she got like 5-6 group homes, and she's a certified millionaire now. So long and short of, when he got out, he plugged in with her, making a couple moves. After about a year, he was almost a certified millionaire. The boy went to Puerto Rico for whatever reason. Just went to Puerto Rico, I guess, to vacation, whatever. But long story short, he come back from Puerto Rico 2 months later. He eating a bowl of cereal. He go up on top of the roof of the apartment complex he living in, looks over the side, turns around, and walks off backwards and kill himself. And this was my partner, and this was the most positive speaking, uplifting, always talking about getting money, being the best you can be, getting the most out of life, just living life to the max. He was always preaching, doing things to the max. Everything. He was the last person someone would think would actually kill himself. But I'm saying all that to say, people are going through stuff, man, and you don't even know it. People are going through things and we don't even know it. People are suffering. People are struggling with things, man, and they don't even communicate it. Because a lot of times some people don't want to talk about it because they worried about somebody thinking they're weak. Whatever the case may be. But you got to be strong, I got a little cat running around by here, a little old stray cat, trying to keep his little butt away from here. So anyway, but and he know when he walk past my house, he be getting out of here. I just don't like them little feral cats hanging around my house, urinating and all. You know what they do. So I don't like all that stuff around my house. Not that I don't like cats, they human. I mean, they animals, but I don't like cats hanging around my house. I'm not a cat fan. Long story short, but bottom line is, people are going through things. It's Christmas time now. People want so bad to give their kids things that they around other people talking about buying gifts. Christmas this, Christmas that. You got some people that's real happy, and then you got other people whose life suck right now, man. They ain't got no money. They're going through all kind of issues and stuff like that, and they depressed, and they just not happy. This is a sad time for people, because this is the time of year when people are supposed to be happiest. Christmas, giving gifts and showing thanks and all that kind of stuff, and it's so much pressure on people these days, especially people that have limited resources and things like that. It's tough right now. So my message is to people that's going through that kind of stuff, man, just hang in there. Everything gonna be all right. And most of that stuff that we stressing about, most of that stuff we stressing about, most of that shit never even happened. Most of that shit never even happened. It's so many people wake up thinking about yesterday's problems. It's so many people wake up carrying yesterday's problem on their back. That shit's in the past. Whatever it is, we gotta shake that shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't put on this earth to just suffer and just struggle and be unhappy and all that stuff. But all that stuff comes from within. We got to learn how to pull that happiness out of the things that we do and experience. And we got to extract that happiness out of life. It ain't nothing that's going to make us happy. Nobody can make us happy. Money ain't going to make you happy. People can't make you happy. Now, people can help create a climate where happiness can exist, but you got to extract the happiness out of it. You got to find that silver lining. We got to learn how to find those silver linings in things that we do. The small things. We overlook that small stuff. We got so many problems that small shit we don't even look at, and we don't even pay homage to it, and we don't even consider the blessing. I mean, when you think about how bad things could be. I mean, I'm so appreciative, man. I'm appreciative when I go out and I see people, man, that ain't got a place to live. They sleeping outside, man. It's cold now. People ain't got nowhere to live. They ain't got nowhere to sleep. They ain't, they can't get up and wash their face in the morning, when they want to brush their teeth and do all the personal shit you want to do, but they living outside, living in bushes. I mean, I don't care what I think I don't have. I got a roof over my head. I got my health. My family is healthy. And man, I got everything. And when you get older in life, you just develop a whole nother appreciation for things. Just your health, just being appreciated you got your health. Because there's so many people that's my age. I got so many friends of mine that's my age. They could barely walk. They all broke down, bent over, overweight, sick, just struggling. I mean, I am so blessed at whatever it is I've accomplished and have in life. I ain't no rich man by no means. I'm retired now, and I'm sustaining where I'm at. But I'm just saying, I know I'm blessed. I'm not taking none of this shit for granted. And I pray for the people that's struggling right now, because I know how it is. I understand how it is. Some of that stuff is self-induced. Some of that shit, people just did it to themselves. But some of that shit, people didn't do to themselves. Some of that shit just, some people you do need to have some compassion for. Some people that just truly going through something they really, that it was due to no fault of theirs, but they're just going through some stuff right now. So we got to have compassion for those kind of people, man. And we got to, we got to, and find in our heart to give. You know what I'm saying? But also, we need to know too is we need to learn how to be grateful too. So when you find somebody that find it in their heart to give you something, reach out and share something with you, knowledge with you, some of their money with you, cut a piece of their cake and give you a piece of their cake, whatever it is, you need to be grateful, man. You need a woman, you know what I'm saying? You need to be grateful. That's what bugs me sometimes. I'd rather find it on my own to help somebody, to look at somebody and me see it's obvious I can look at it and see their need. I'll give them and try to help them when I can. My problem is when somebody come to me asking me for money. I don't like to be asked. I like to find it in my heart to see you struggling without you asking me. Because if I care enough about you and I think enough of you, I can look at you and tell you struggling. And if I'm in some kind of position, I try to help. I'm one of them kind of guys that try to help. But I didn't get caught in that helping people that was ungrateful and all that kind of stuff, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. That's okay. Because I know in my heart, I gave and I helped them. So I got that notch in my belt. But I don't do it for a notch. But when I see you ungrateful with it, then I'd use it as a notch. If I just help you, you were struggling, man, you don't owe me nothing. I don't think nothing of it. I don't think no less of you. I don't think nothing. I just see you, hey, you're struggling. And if you ever get in a position where you can do it and pay it forward. And that's how I am. But I'm saying all that to say, hey guys, keep your head up. You're going to make it through all this shit just like you've made it through all that shit in the past. And we got to learn how to stop waking up with yesterday's problems. That shit was yesterday. Leave that shit in yesterday. And we need to deal with today's problems. And we need to be in the moment. We don't need to be walking around today worried about yesterday and worried about tomorrow. We need to be in the moment, relishing and taking in all of this shit that life got to offer. And just really be in the moment, taking in all this fresh air, all the love that you can share with somebody and somebody can share with you. Just truly be in the moment. You know how much life passes us up? Because we thinking about other shit. We ain't even focused on. We here, and we thinking about somewhere else. We got to learn how to be in a space physically and be in that space mentally too. But so many times we're somewhere and our mind is somewhere else. Our mind is never at the same place our bodies are. You're over here, but your mind's thinking about that. You're over here and you're thinking about yesterday's problems. You're over here, worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. You're over here. Never is your mind and your body in the same place. And we got to learn how to keep our minds and body in the same place and relish and take in and get all the love and take in all these moments that we can. And that's how sometimes it seems like the days get, like some days get past you like, damn, where did the day go? Because you wasn't focused in on the day. If you'd have been paying attention and been in a moment, then it would seem like you had more time. But you ain't been in the moment because your mind and body ain't connecting because you thinking about this, thinking about that, worried about that. Well, all this other shit. Fuck all that other shit. Where am I at right now? How can I get the most out of what I am, where I'm at right now? How can I get the most mileage out of where I am and what I have right now? Fuck if I was rich, I could do this, I could do that. Fuck, I'm so broke, I can't do this, I can't do that. Whatever you have and wherever you at, how can I get the most out of this little money I got? Or how can I get the most out of this big money I got? Whatever your situation is, how can I get the most mileage out of whatever it is I'm trying to do in life? It's about learning how to get the most mileage out of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that, like a gallon of gas, getting a big diesel truck and you getting 2 miles a gallon. Now get a little electric car where you're getting 50 miles a gallon. But we got to learn how to get 50 miles a gallon out of this thing called life. We got to learn how to get that out of this, man. And we got to learn how to relish in this time that we have and hug them people that you love. Hug them people that you love. Tell them people that you love them. It ain't enough for you to know it and feel it and not share it with them. Just sit back and look at them and think, boy, I sure love this person. Well, let them know it. It's okay. It's okay to let them know it. You know, people need to be loved. People want to be loved. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's empowering when you got enough confidence in yourself to give somebody else their flowers. To look up at somebody. I don't care what they say to you. Even if they ain't told you nothing, just still look at them. Hey, I love you. Do you know I love you? Do you know you loved? There's a lot of people need to hear that, man. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how much mileage you can get if you share some of these feelings with some of these people that you love. You'll see they back are straighten up. You know, they stand up, they'll stand taller. They'll be 2 inches taller. You know what I'm saying? You say some good positive shit to the right person and see how they respond. Versus saying some negative, hateful ass shit to somebody and see how the curvature, you know, how they watch the curvature in their back. You know, the slowness, the slowlessness in their walk. You know, you just see it all in their body, the sluggishness and just just everything. You know, negativity ain't never worked on human beings. I'm talking when you're trying to get something out of them. I mean, you playing games with somebody, you're trying to hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Negativity, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's shit's crazy. And people that use that shit as a lead, just being negative all the time, yeah, they ain't gonna never be happy. They ain't gonna let themselves be happy. They won't even allow themselves to be happy. So bottom line is, guys, hey, get this happiness out of this thing called life. And I don't care what you're going through. It's going to be all right, just like it's been all right. And ain't nothing else. It ain't no reason why you can't make it through the rest of this thing called life. Just like you've made it this far, you're going to make it the rest of the way. I'm telling you, I don't care how insurmountable it is. If you need to talk to somebody, find somebody that you can talk to that ain't going to judge you. Somebody that you know, it could be, you could be surprised at who you could talk to. It could be somebody even younger than you. It doesn't matter. Older than you. It doesn't matter. But talk to somebody that you feel comfortable talking to. Seek professional help if that's what you need. But don't sit there and not talk about something and sit there and then do something that is irreversible. You know, so if you're depressed right now and things ain't going your way, I mean, learn how to find that silver lining and stuff, man. Just find that, just whatever it is good that you can pull out of something. Find that, you know what I'm saying? Just always look for that positive. Look for the good in things. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if that job ain't going through. You need money, and money is such a problem money is just, you know, even though I say money don't make you happy, but so many people are depressed because not having cash. Can't pay their bills, can't take care of their family like they want to, can't do none of the things in life that they've been wanting to do. They got to subject themselves to stupid shit that they don't, that they would love to be able to get away from, but they can't because they can't financially afford to separate themselves from it at a particular time. People living with other people because they can't afford to stay on their own because they don't have enough money. Just whatever that situation is, you got to work towards making things better and finding the silver lining, and whatever it is that you can find, whatever it is that you're doing, just try to find the positive in it. I don't care whatever it is. Try to find something good. Try to find something to like about it. And you got to learn how to play games with yourself. You got to learn how to talk to yourself and manipulate yourself. You got to learn how to do that. You got to learn how to turn yourself on. You know what I'm saying? Turn yourself off. But you got to learn how you work and take control of it and try to do the best and be the best that you can. And just know you ain't in competition with nobody. Don't put yourself in some competition thing. You do what you do, somebody else do what they do, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just try to find some kind of way you can find some peace in life. And whatever it is that you're doing, do something and try to figure out what it's going to take for you to find some peace, man. I'm telling you, do whatever you can, but do not think about doing something that's irreversible. You know what I'm saying? Do not. If you get to that point, then you need to reach out and just say, hey, I can't. I'm at a point in my life I'm about to lose it, and then just reach out to somebody. But do not hold that feeling in and harbor those feelings. You know what I'm saying? Reach out and get help. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it. Don't nobody know it. You know what I'm saying? You got to let it be known. So you got to raise your hand. Hey, I need help. I need help. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, you got to raise your hand, just like you did in school. When you say you need attention, want the teacher's attention, you got to raise your hand. So just raise your hand and try to find that peace. All right? Well, hey, I'm going to cut it short. Keep the G. Hey, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to talk about certain stuff, then just, you can put it in the comments. I read my comments. I just want you to know I do read them. And I'm just a normal person just like y'all. I'm just a little probably older than a lot of you. But that's okay too. I can share some stuff with you. But anyway, hey, you guys have a great, great holiday. Thanks for all your comments. I read them. I see them. So you guys have a good holiday. Have a good Christmas. And if I don't see you or talk with you before New Year's, have a great New Year's too. And I hope everything in life that you're seeking, I hope God bless you with it. All right. Keep the G. I'll see you guys later.